This is a simple story about honesty, kindness, and doing the right thing. It is perfect for English language beginners who want to learn real-life vocabulary and conversation. Welcome to Tales Fluency. Let's begin. It was a Monday morning. The sun was shining, and birds were singing. John, a young man in his 20s, was walking to work. He worked at a bakery in the town center. He wore a blue shirt and brown shoes. His work bag was over his shoulder, and he had a cup of coffee in his hand. The streets were busy. People were going to work, school, and the market. John walked quickly. He didn't want to be late. Suddenly, as he crossed the street, he noticed something on the sidewalk. It was small, black, and flat. He bent down and picked it up. It was a wallet. John looked around. No one seemed to be looking for anything. People kept walking past. He opened the wallet carefully. Inside, there was a driver's license, some credit cards, and a bit of cash, maybe $50. The name on the ID was Mr. Thomas G. There was also a small photo of a woman and 2 children. John looked again at the people walking by, but no one stopped. No one seemed to be missing a wallet. He put it into his bag and continued to work. At the bakery, John was busy. He helped customers buy bread, cookies, and cakes. But he kept thinking about the wallet. What should I do? He asked himself. He could keep the money. No one saw him pick it up. But something didn't feel right. This wallet belongs to someone. Maybe Mr. G needs it. Maybe this is his bus money. Or maybe he has important cards inside. John thought. He looked again at the ID. It had an address. 25, Oak Street. Maybe I can return it after work. he decided. That afternoon, John finished his shift. He walked to Oak Street. It was a quiet road with small houses and green gardens. He found number 25. He stood at the door for a moment. Then he knocked. A man opened the door. He had gray hair and looked around 50 years old. He looked worried. "Hello," John said. "Are you Mr. Thomas G?" "Yes," the man replied. "Can I help you?" John pulled the wallet from his bag. "I think this is yours. I found it on the street this morning." Mr. G's eyes grew wide. "Oh my goodness." "Yes. That's mine. I lost it while walking to the bus stop. I've been looking for it all day." John smiled. "I'm happy I found you." Mr. G looked inside the wallet. "Everything is still here. Thank you so much. You are very honest." He looked at John kindly. Many people would have taken the money or thrown the wallet away. You didn't. You came all the way here to return it. John said. It just felt like the right thing to do. Mr. G smiled. Would you like to come in for a drink? Tea. Juice. John politely said. No. Thank you. I have to get home. But I'm really glad I could help. Mr. G nodded. Wait just a moment. He went inside and came back with a small envelope. This is just a thank you, he said. John opened the envelope. Inside was a gift card for a grocery store. John said. Oh. That's too kind. Mr. G replied. It's not much. But you deserve it. Thank you for your honesty. That evening, John met his friend Sarah. They sat in the park and talked. John told her the whole story about the lost wallet. Sarah said. Wow. You're a good person. Not everyone would return it. John shrugged. I just imagined how I would feel if I lost my wallet. Sarah said. It's a small act. But it means a lot. John smiled. It made me feel good too. Sarah nodded. Kindness always comes back. They sat in silence for a moment, listening to the sound of the wind in the trees. A few days later, something surprising happened. A reporter from the local newspaper came into the bakery. Are you John? She asked. Yes. He said. A little nervous. I heard about what you did for Mr. G. He called us. He said you returned his wallet with everything inside. That's very rare these days. We'd like to write a small story about it. John was surprised. Really? I didn't do it for attention. The reporter smiled. That's why it's special. The next week, John's photo was in the newspaper. The title read, Local Baker Returns Lost Wallet. A simple act of honesty. Customers started to smile more when they saw him. Some even said, "You're the guy from the newspaper." John laughed. Yes. That's me. A few months later, something funny happened. A young boy ran into the bakery holding a wallet. He said, "I found this outside. I remembered your story in the paper. So I brought it here." John smiled wide. That's wonderful. You did the right thing. They checked the ID and called the wallet owner. The boy beamed with pride. John thought, one good action can inspire others. That night, he walked home under the stars. He felt peaceful. He had not done anything big. But he had done something right. And sometimes, that's enough. Thank you for listening to this story on Tales Fluency. If you liked this story and want to hear more English stories with simple language, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell. Tales Fluency is here to help you learn English with stories. Useful vocabulary and life lessons. Vocabulary highlights. Wallet. A small case for carrying money. ID. And cards. Sidewalk. The part of the street where people walk. Lost. When you don't know where something is. Return. To give something back. Honest. Telling the truth. Not stealing or lying. Address. The place where someone lives. License. An ID card that shows who you are. Gift card. A card with money to spend in a store. Reporter. A person who writes news stories. Inspire. To give someone the idea to do something good.